Hi guys, Alex Dacakis
and Marcus Degiusti
from O'Brien Real Estate, another edition of the Northwest Weekly Property News for 2020, where real estate information is on the house. So what does it mean for the real estate market, and more importantly for active buyers, sellers, renters and landlords needing to get them from A to B? Of course, we all heard Daniel Andrews announcing the stay-at-home stage 2 restrictions for metropolitan Melbourne, including the Mornington Peninsula and the Mitchell Shires. Although the restrictions are slightly different this time, the same applies to real estate. We are an essential service and will be able to conduct private one-on-one inspections of our properties, so if you are needing to buy, sell or rent, we can help. If you are wanting a market appraisal, we can conduct these either by face-to-face inspection or we can conduct a virtual appraisal. In terms of the trends we'll see in the market, we are likely to see a contraction of properties coming on the market like we did in April and May, but we are confident we'll see buyers needing to transact in this market, so properties will be selling and renting physically and virtually. In terms of the home prices, due to the short supply of properties, this is likely to hold up prices like we saw in April and May.
Now moving on to the numbers across the state for the week, we saw 128 less auctions, mainly due to the hotspots lockdown. Of those, we saw 59 selling prior with 150 selling under the hammer, 2 selling after with 91 passing in, and 30 withdrawn, giving us an increase in the clearance rate to 64.31%. Private sales transacted across the state again grew, giving us our highest sales numbers since early March with 1,167 selling during the week.
Moving on to reviewing the numbers across O'Brien, we also experienced our best week since early March. Over the week, we saw listing numbers return to pre-COVID-19 numbers with 72 properties launching to the market. We saw 76 properties move to under contract and 69 confirmed sales across our network, and our highest sale price achieved was $2.47 million.
In the news this week, first home buyers entering the market has now hit a decade high, with at least 37% of all transactions now going to first timers. The market has also been experiencing the largest number of loan refinancing it has seen in the last 16 years. This graph shows almost $8 billion of owner-occupier loans being refinanced.
This week, the board at the Reserve Bank decided to leave interest rates unchanged, but the bottom line is that interest rates will remain at record low levels for a long time. There have been 17 rate cuts since November 2011, and according to the Commonwealth Bank, credit card spending in the week to July 3 was up 12.1% on a year ago, and online spending rose 16.7%.
ANZ job advertisements rose by a record 42% in June to 89,252 available positions, but ads are still down by 44.6% from a year ago. The Melbourne Institute's headline inflation gauge rose by 0.6% in June, the biggest lift in 3.5 years, following a record 1.2% decline in May. Inflation is up 0.7% over the year so far. And lastly, the weekly ANZ Roy Morgan Consumer Confidence Rating fell by 1% to an 8-week low.
We have 3 great new listings coming up with O'Brien Sydenham this week, a little bit for everyone, and let's start off with 1/12 Normanby Street in Sydenham. This front unit has its own street frontage and driveway and is very, very centrally located. It's also been updated slightly and is perfect for all investors, downsizers and first home buyers alike. Also listed is 19 Tudor Rose Crescent in Sydenham. This large double story is a very, very high quality build, and again is in a very, very good location, a central one at that, being the Rosehedge Estate. Also listed is number 6 Wren Parade in Fraser Rise. This is the perfect family home. It is a good size home. It's owner built, it's only 3 years old, and is actually set on 608 square metres of land. If you'd like to inspect any of these properties, please give us a call anytime. A great recent sale was number 4 Auden Lane in Fraser Rise. This cracking family home, extremely low maintenance, opposite parks, ended up getting snapped up by a lovely family and ended up making $720,000. That's all for another week. I'm Alex Dacakis.
And I'm Marcus Degiusti.
Thank you for taking the time to review this week that was. And remember, O'Brien Real Estate is not a financial advisor. You should consider seeking independent legal, financial, taxation or other advice in relation to your unique circumstances. Have a great week.